Now, the UAE is increasingly turning into a regional and global fintech hub. The local fintech market was estimated at close to $40 billion in 2023 and is ranked as one of the top fintech hubs in the Middle East and Africa. Joining us now in the studio to discuss more is Namir Khan.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Can you explain to us the global sustainability challenge and how it can be addressed with fintech?
Absolutely. First of all, the most important thing that we need to look at, what is the challenge? Today, we are facing an unprecedented challenge when it comes to sustainability. Climate change is threatening our ecosystems, our communities, our economies. A small example in biodiversity would be 50+% of the wildlife population has died because of the climate change.
Yep.
Now, as per IPCC, it states very categorically that in order to achieve the 1.5 degree target of net zero, we need to achieve it by mid-century, which is by 2050. Now, in order to achieve this, there are two levers that we have to pull. Two things. One is decarbonization, where we're looking at, for example, renewable energy, or by making our processes more efficient and more greener. And second is going to be the carbon markets, which is carbon removal as well. Now, that is going to be 20% of the overall net zero target that we're going to be achieving. So in order to achieve net zero by 2050, 20% of that is going to be contributed by carbon markets itself. Right now, carbon markets is standing at around $2 billion, and the market is expected to go to $100 billion by 2030.
Wow. And
this is where the market stands right now. So fintech is going to play an extremely pivotal role when it comes to bridging the gap from being able to educate the businesses in order how to calculate their emissions, being able to make sure that they understand how to reduce it, and most importantly, giving them the access to offset it as well, and giving them access to the carbon markets.
Right, so that leads us to my next question, which is, how does blockchain technology enhance transparency in carbon markets?
Brilliant question. So one of the things that we have faced in carbon markets is transparency. And one of the things that majority of the people, and I would say many people have been talking about, is greenwashing. And that is where you leverage blockchain technology. Blockchain is how you bring in transparency, auditability, trackability to carbon credits, where one credit cannot be sold twice, right? And carbon credits will be having immutable records, which means it cannot be replicated again. So blockchain really provides that element of trust, integrity, transparency, and auditability when it comes to carbon markets. And this is what we have also done as well in my own company, which is called Phils.
Yes, which leads me to my final question tonight, because we're running out of time. Tell me about Phils. Tell me a little bit more. How does Phils help businesses incorporate sustainable practices?
So what we did is that we have two sides of the business. One is demand side of the business, and second is supply side of the business. In demand side, Phils is a complete digital infrastructure and enterprise grade, where we enable businesses of all sizes to embed sustainable action into the business models, into the customer journeys, helping people to calculate their emissions, businesses to calculate their emissions, and then helping them to offset the same as well by giving them access to carbon markets. Today, we are currently partnered with some of the leading players in the region, having 100+ banks in our network, almost 1.5 million merchants across the region, and almost 4 million+ wallets that we have currently access to. So Phils has really leveraged I would say all the leading technologies and then democratized access to carbon markets for the masses.